How's it going? WZR Army. It's Tuesday, May 7th, 2013. Time for another edition of WZR Radio here on WZROnline.com. I'm Ryan Clark. He's Matt Boone. Gonna be here for the next 2 hours talking pro wrestling. Been a fairly quiet week on the websites. We have Monday Night Raw last night, so we're gonna talk about that and the latest news, rumors, rapid fire questions, live phone calls. Whatever you guys want to do in our numero dos. Matty Boone. What's going on, brother?
Oh, fucking hey now. We also got the Mayweather fight was this past weekend. Talking about, I mean, it sucks, but we can run it down real quick.
Yeah, that was that sucked bad, man. That was, I mean, I don't know. Guerrero. I mean, it was like Mayweather came out and it was kind of like the first 2 rounds were like a feeling out process for Mayweather, you know? And then after that, he took off and pretty much destroyed him for the rest of the fight. I mean, there wasn't much action, you know, but...
Yeah, it wasn't exciting or anything, but it was one-sided. So it was a one-sided, boring decision for Mayweather. First fight with Showtime.
Yeah.
And I think they did a good job building everything up. I mean, a lot of people, I was looking online, when they were like, even the torrent sites, when you go to download the, you know, if you missed it or whatever, you download it, it says like HBO, Mayweather versus Guerrero, and I think people still don't even realize they're not part of HBO anymore. But the other weird thing was they had Mauro Ranallo doing part of the commentary. He's like an MMA guy, but he was doing a Floyd Mayweather boxing fight.
He does. I mean, Mayweather recently, you know, signed with Showtime, so he does all their boxing fights now. There was boxing the weekend before on Showtime as well, and he was there too. So I guess he's gonna do MMA. Well, there is no more MMA on Showtime, right?
I guess they're like, well, we'll have you do our boxing now since you're getting paid. Might as well use them.
Speaking of getting paid. This motherfucker, you know what? Listen.
Speaking of getting paid, how about speaking of not getting paid on time, even closely on time, not even closely to the full amount? What are you going to bitch at me?
About what I said last week, I meant every word of it. Cause you are one lousy son of a bitch!
Oh! I love it.
Is that a new one?
That's fucking, we have an updated soundboard.
Oh shit! I've never heard that one before.
You know what? I got on the soundboard, right? I was going through it earlier today, and where did this come from? Right here. Listen closely.
It's Matt B OONE in WZR, the place to be. Me and Ryan C kicking it live in hour 3, minus 60 minutes to the limit, like John Cena's title spinning. No one battle me, I'm winning. No matter what you say. Now let me finish with a simple. Oh, yeah!
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Where's your yellow submarine, motherfucker? They're going to be pulling our YouTube
yeah.
and shit.
Where is... I don't remember that. You're talking about hour number 3. So, Matty B, hour number 3...
It was me and you. We had 2 hours. We had 3-hour shows. 1 hour was wrestling.
Yeah.
With me and you.
Yeah.
Me and you. Well, hour number 2 was MMA. It was me and you would kind of just sit there and not say anything. And it was 3 hosts that had 2 hour time. We had Ryan Bennett. He was the UFC ring announcer originally.
Yeah.
Like what Joe Rogan does now.
Yeah.
Then we had Boss Rudin.
Yeah.
Boss Rudin, fighter, probably enough. So then we had John Hartnett, a guy that I worked with.
Yeah.
So at hour three we'd have a guest, and that particular week was Big Vito. I think we were drunk, and he kept trying to freestyle rap, and we said let's battle, and we were young and drunk and stupid, and that's the result right there.
Wow, so that was years ago. I'm thinking,
dude, that has to be 10 years ago, I would think, by now.
Really?
Close to it. I mean, maybe 7, 8 years ago.
We've got I mean, there's a bunch of stuff on here. You won't be able to hear it when I play it. I gotta talk to Ron Jeet. Ron Jeet Motherfucker, man. You got me in so much trouble, man. I'm still dealing. I had a conference call yesterday with one of my advertising companies because of Ron Jeet. Ron Jeet, man.
What do you do? What happened?
Yeah, it's a long story. I'll tell you offline. I'll tell you when we get off air, man. But,
all right.
I got in trouble, man. I had a conference call yesterday with an advertising company, and yeah, they're not happy. Dude, I mean, they left me kind of hanging, you know. They said, well, we'll have a talk with our head honchos and get back to you. Not the good.
You don't know how much trouble you're in yet.
I'm in kind of a lot of trouble, but I got anyway. I mean, he does a lot of other stuff too, man. He puts stuff up on telephone poles and does the soundboard and everything else. Can you hear this if I play this? You hear the crickets?
I didn't hear anything.
You don't hear the crickets? There's crickets playing.
Try it again. Let me hear.
What is it? You don't hear the crickets?
Not even a little bit. No, not even a faintly version of it. No.
I got what else do we have on here? We've got the gong, right? I've got Excuse Me by Vicky Guerrero. Check this one out. This is gonna be awesome, right?
Fuck you, punk! I'll fuck you! I'll fuck your sister, but not your wife, because I respect your wife.
Fuck you, punk.
Was that Irish Sheik?
Irish Sheik, dude. He says, fuck you, punk. I fuck your sister. I fuck your mother or something, dude. We got there's a bunch of stuff on here. We got the regular stuff.
That'll come in handy a million. That'll come up organically, I'd say at least 20 times before the month's over.
I know. And then there's
I'm gonna beat your ass and put my nuts dead in your face.
I don't remember if we had that one last time, but we got a bunch of new ones on here. So anyways, so how was the weekend besides the shitty Mayweather fight? You know, it was
Mayweather fight was on Saturday. We had Cinco de Mayo on Sunday, so partied on Sunday.
You know what, dude? Everybody talks about Cinco de Mayo, Cinco de blah 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 blah. Listen, it's a Mexican holiday. Nobody's Mexican.
You know what it is?
You're not Mexican.
It's an excuse.
It's an excuse to drink.
Patrick's Day. Everybody pretends they're Irish. March 17th, somewhere in March, when St. Patrick's Day rolls around, everybody's Irish because it's like a drinking holiday.
Yeah.
Same thing on Cinco de Mayo. Everybody's fucking got some kind of Mexicanness in their heritage because they want to party on Cinco de Mayo and shit.
It's just an excuse to drink. That's exactly what it is.
That's exactly it.
You know? So, anyways, so we're going to do, it's been beautiful, man. Remember I told you I came on here last week. I said it was a beautiful day out, right? It was bright, sunny skies.
Was it unbelievable?
70 degrees. Oh, let me tell you something. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable, dude. Anyways, it didn't, for the entire week, it hasn't rained in about 10 days up here. It's been between 70 and 80, which is like the perfect temperature, man. You get it like 70, 75 degrees, sunny skies. It's been beautiful. It hasn't rained, but then now they're saying, you know, we had 10 straight days of no rain. We have a drought up here, you know. So, you know, for like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's supposed to rain and thunderstorms every day from this point out. So, but either way, it was a good time.
If I lived up there and you needed a hand or you needed different weather, I'd kick Mother Nature's ass in 2 seconds for you. But
why? What do you got
down
there?
Here, we got nothing. Down here, we got nothing but sunshine. It's hot as a motherfucker every day. Going to swimming pools and goddamn tanning, going to the beaches and Florida life.
Man, I had you know what happened before we get into Monday Night Raw, right? I get a text message on Friday, and it's my sister, and she says, "Hey, is there any way that I can come down for the weekend and stay with you?" Because you know, they accidentally, what was supposed to happen is the person that had owned the house before them, they were supposed to switch the electricity and, you know, over into her name, right? Well, they didn't do that, and they wound up cutting the power off. So they were here Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, dude. Finally, they were here Monday night, they were here last night. And then today, you know, she comes in, and there's never any thank you. And she leaves the place just a mess, man. I mean, the place was spotless, you know what I mean? She comes in here for the weekend and brings the kids and everything else and leaves the place trashed. Not a single thank you. Nothing, brother. Nothing. Not a single.
She comes over with a sense of entitlement, makes herself at home, and then when she's done, she just leaves. Fuck it, you don't clean it up.
You know, and then I got Haley, you know, Allison was outside, and Haley's talking to me, you know, and I don't like to get the kids involved, man, but Haley will say something like,
Well, Mommy and Jim have had 3 fights already since we've been in the new apartment. They've argued 3 times. She's counting the amount of times that they are. You know what I mean, dude? It's so sad. The kids. So you know what I mean? They move out 2 weeks ago. I was telling you guys on here. They move out 2 weeks ago. They're already fighting, dude. You know what I mean, dude? It's not gonna last. Of course, it's not gonna last. And they're eventually gonna be right back in here with me. You know, it's just
And that'll be that'll be wonderful. I'm sure.
Yeah, right.
Speaking of since we're doing sister stories, guess who's knocked up again?
You gotta be Are you serious, dude? No way.
That's a true story, man.
No way.
Story.
No way, dude.
I'm dead serious.
Yeah, that's gotta be what number 4?
4 or 5, yeah.
Wow. Are you serious, bro? Wow. You didn't tell me this. Wow, with the same dude or?
Yep.
Oh man.
He's still locked up. You don't even know.
Wow. You caught me by surprise with that. That's crazy, man.
I just found out today.
Yeah. So, anyways, but my sister's out of here, I guess, man. She left the place a mess. She hasn't come back today, so I'm guessing they got the power back on over at their place, man. But man, sometimes you gotta learn to say no. You know what I mean? And I don't want to be that asshole, dude. Yo, if it wasn't for if it wasn't for the kids, man, I would tell her to fuck off. You know what I mean? I'd say get out of here, go fuck yourself, dude. But I'm not gonna take those kids and have them with no place to stay, cause I'm the only one. My father lives out in Colorado. My mother lives down in Florida. She's got no place to go. You know what I mean? We're up here by ourselves in New York. So I just feel so bad for those kids. But anyways, what are you gonna do? Then we've got we've got the NBA playoffs on right now. I've got it on TNT right now. The Knicks are playing the Pacers. That's a great series. Remember the Knicks Pacers games from years ago, dude, where it was Spike Lee and Reggie Miller, and that's where Spike Lee was kind of made his name. Where Spike was always on the sidelines, and Reggie Miller would like bang threes, and then fucking as he's running up the court, he'd be like, "Yeah, fuck you, Spike. What do you think about that, dude? What do you think about that?"
They did a whole documentary about the feud between Reggie Miller and Spike Lee. It was awesome. They had a fucking brutal war going on for a while. That Spike Lee was like a gushy fan. He was like a mark. He was like like the straw hat guy at ECW or something. Like he was like always there and always wearing big gaudy Knicks shit.
Yeah, well, ever since then, I mean, Spike Lee turned himself into a big director. You know what I mean? He's a movie director now, but before that, dude, he was just a fan that attended Knicks games. You know what I mean?
No.
Yes, he was. He was
a director then.
Probably just starting, just getting into direction.
Yeah, he did Malcolm X and he did Do the Right Thing. And all kinds of fucking movies back then.
And the greatest thing is Spike Lee's there tonight, right? And he was there last night with the series. And Reggie Miller is the commentator right now, dude. He's on the commentating for TNT, you know. So you've got them both in the same building for the renewed series. You know what I mean? And then the game last night between Golden State and it was Golden State. It went to double overtime. God, that was an insane game last night. That was one of the best NBA games I've seen in ages, man. The San Antonio Spurs.
I'm so out of sports, man. I'm like a whole generation behind. Like I was watching Sports Center because that was on TV the other day.
Yeah.
And I was just bored and needed something to watch while I was smoking. So I turned Sports Center on. I sit down and smoke, and I see like recaps of the basketball games, and I see what was it? Might have even been today this happened. I'm not sure. It was like the Grizzlies and the Thunder, I think, we were showing the results of that game, and that was just occurred to me while I was watching. Like, the last time I followed basketball, neither one of those teams even existed. How long have the Grizzlies and the Thunder been around the sport?
Well, Oklahoma was renamed, I think, from the Seattle Supersonics. I think they went to Oklahoma City. They moved out of Seattle, so I think that's where that came from. And then the Brooklyn team is brand new ever since they opened up the Barclays Center. Just a couple of months ago, they brought in the Brooklyn Nets. So it's it's playoff basketball, dude. I mean, the series last night. I mean, first of all, the Golden State. I mean, this Stephon Curry is unbelievable. I mean, this dude is nasty. Probably one of the best, well, without question, one of the best NBA players right now in the league, And he plays for Golden State. Golden State just beat Denver in the last series, and now they've moved on to face, like Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, and the San Antonio Spurs. So this is going to be another awesome series. And
Golden State, I immediately think of Rick Smith, Chris Mullin, fucking Tim Hardaway.
Yeah,
I'm way back in the day. I'm still back there.
Yeah, you gotta get. It's playoff basketball, dude. It's pretty crazy.
I gotta get caught up. Yeah.
There's some awesome series going on right now. Then, before we move on to Raw, we got 2 news stories over the past week, right? And the news stories, one of them is really sad, man. Out in California, right, San Francisco, there was a bachelor party or bachelorette party where a bunch of women went out. They got in a limo, right, and the limo caught on fire. Like as the limo is driving down the road, flames start shooting out of the back of this thing. So 3 of the women escaped, and the other 4 were trapped inside. You know how there's that thing when you get in a limo, the driver sits in front, and then there's like a wall in between, right? Well, they were pounding on the glass trying to get the driver to say, hey, stop, stop the vehicle. There's flames coming out of the back of this thing, man. And, God, man, 3 of the women got out, and the other 4... were basically trapped inside this burning inferno and never got in. And she was the one that was getting married, and they were on their way to go meet the husband, the brand new husband, man. So it was just a terror. I mean, imagine that, dude, being stuck in the back of a limo. You can't get out. There's flames, and the limo's just being engulfed in flames. God, it's just a terrible, terrible story. And then, I mean, the good news is yesterday, a girl by the name of... oh God, what was her name? Amanda Kelly, I believe it was. Man, she was kidnapped, right? About 10 years ago, and yesterday, a guy is standing out. He's on his porch, and this girl, comes screaming out, "Help me! Call 911! Help me! I was kidnapped 10 years ago." Well, they found her alive, and they found her and 2 other girls that this guy had kidnapped inside this house, 5 miles away from where the kidnappings had happened, and I mean, I can't, you never expect that, you know what I mean? 10 years goes by, and you think that they're dead, and they found all 3 of them yesterday. So the point that I'm trying to make here is it's a great story, but they interviewed the guy who the girl came running to yesterday, right? She finally escaped out of this house. And he runs over and he kicks down the door and he frees her, and she says, "There's 2 other girls in there. We got to get them out too, right?" Well, the news interviewed him. You listening?
Yeah, I got mad at this. I don't even know where they're going.
All right, so the news interviewed the guy. His name is Charles Ramsey is the guy's name. He's an African American male, and this is what he said, dude. It's about 2 minutes long, and then we'll get into Monday Night Raw.
Hey, Charles, let me talk to you. I'm talking with Charles Ramsey. He's a neighbor. Walk me through again what happened this afternoon. You heard screaming.
Heard screaming. I'm eating my McDonald's. I come outside. I see this girl going nuts. Trying to get out of her house. So I go on the porch.
Okay.
I go on the porch, and she says, "Help me get out. I've been in here a long time." So I figured it's a domestic violence dispute. So I open the door, and we can't get in that way because how the door is, it's so much that a body can't fit through, only your hand. So we kick the bottom, and she comes out with the little girl, and she says, "Call 911. My name is Amanda Berry."
Now, did you know who that was when she said that?
When she told me, it didn't register until I got the call in 911, and then I'm like, I'm calling the 911 for Amanda Berry. I thought this girl was dead. You know what I mean? And she got on the phone, and she said, "Yes, this is me." And the detective Cook, right here, Detective Gregory Cook says, "Charles, do you know who you rescued?" I said.
Now, and when did you see Gina?
About 5.
We're good.
So about 5 minutes after the police got here, see, the girl Amanda told the police, "I ain't just the only ones. It's some more girls up in that house." So they went up there, 30, 40 deep, and when they came out was just astonishing, because I thought they were going to come up with nothing. I figured, whoever she was, and like I say, my neighbor, you got some big testicles to pull this off, bro, because we see this dude every day. I mean, every day.
How long have you lived here?
I've been here a year.
Okay.
You sure come up from?
Right.
I barbecue with this dude. We eat ribs and whatnot and listen to salsa music. You sure coming from?
And you had no indication that there was anything
Hey, bro, not a clue that girl was in that house, or anybody else was in there against their will, because how he is he just comes out to his backyard, plays with the dogs, tinker with his cars and motorcycles, goes back in the house. So he's somebody that you look away because he's not doing nothing but the average stuff. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing exciting about him. Well, until the day.
In the girls' faces, I can't imagine to see the sunlight to be around people.
I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white.
Yo, listen. This is the best part, right? Check this out.
Something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran into a black man's arms. Something is wrong here. Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway.
Charles, thank you very much.
Dead giveaway.
Thank you very much for your time. And
either she homeless or she got problems. That's the only reason why she run to a black man.
All right, so that was on the local news, all right? That's Charles, right? I'll tell you what, somebody in the chat room said it a couple minutes ago, man. Sweet Brown's got competition, because you know damn well somebody's going to put an auto-tune on the back of that, dude, make a brand new song, and we're going to hear about it here within the next couple of days. No doubt about it. And you motherfucker, see?
What happened?
No, wait a minute, dude. I play that and I'm talking and it's over. And here you are going smoking your spice. You didn't hear any of that, did you? You didn't hear a goddamn thing.
No, I was listening. I can't hear it, man. It fucking comes through like shit.
Oh, get out of here. That was
like every fourth word she was saying, and then it would cut out. That's
man,
what I heard.
This motherfucker, that was clear. You know damn well that was clear as day, and it was loud. It was way louder than the stuff that I play on the sound clip. You didn't hear any of that. You're such a cocksucker, bro. And not only that, but while I'm on the subject of ranting and raving about Matty Boone, so check this out, right? I said to him last week, man, I won't suspend you if I get galleries Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, right? 4 days in a row. I never got it 4 days in a row. It was like 2 out of the 4, maybe even 1 out of the 4, right? Then yesterday, all right.
Check. It was like 3 out of 4. I think I missed 1 day.
All right. Well, anyways, that wasn't the deal. It was 4 out of 4, but whatever.
But you did them the 1 day I missed. You fucking did them. You
didn't
give me a chance.
So yesterday, I'm thinking, all right, dude, there's tons of stuff, right? They're going to Lesnar and Heyman. They're going to WWE headquarters, Titan Towers, right? And they get there, and there's these photos.
We didn't know that ahead of time.
No, we didn't. But there's these photos coming up, and I'm like, yo, I need these photos. Wait a minute. So you weren't sleeping, motherfucker. So, anyways, I'm saying, where is Boone? Then today, there's like Sheamus, right? He's got welts all over his back. I need that for a post. I needed shit yesterday on the websites, right? You got this thing. We're on your AOL instant message thing, dude. It goes mobile. It goes mobile. I even asked somebody that we worked with today. I said, yo, is Boone mobile right now?
What the fuck you're talking about?
What are you talking about? Yo, there's the thing. You guys know, if anybody that has AOL Instant Messenger, there's the thing where you can set your thing to mobile so that whenever somebody IMs you, it goes straight to your cell phone. Well, you're on there at least 23 out of the 24 hours a day. It's mobile. It says mobile, so I'll be blasting you up with IMs.
I'll tell you a whole story right now with that. Here's what happens. I'm never on Instant Messenger. If I'm not on Instant Messenger, it'll show the little mobile thing because I have it set to where when I'm not on Instant Messenger,
yeah,
the IM's forward to my phone. But that's only if I'm not.
You're never there.
So that's, but even if I'm not on Messenger and you send a message to me, I don't get it on my phone anymore. I think it's when you set up the new phones for me. It doesn't do that anymore. I don't get messages sent to my phone.
Oh, it comes as long as you.
My phone from this messenger, but I don't get IMs
stop.
on my phone.
As long as you can get text messages, dude. The aim is directly through a text.
I have the ability to. I just don't have it set up. It's
well,
set up
anyways,
my old phone number.
Well, anyways, so whenever I need a gallery to do a news post, right? Whenever I need a gallery, how do I get a hold of you? How do I say, yo, Boone, this is urgent. I need this up right this second, right? How do I do that if you're on mobile all the time? I can't do it. I can't do it, so what the fuck is happening? So what the fuck?
Normally, I got a cell phone, so you should be able to just text or call, but I never have my cell phone.
You're a terrible.
I'll leave my computer up 24/7. I just don't want it to get fucked up with viruses and shit.
About what I said last week, I meant every word of it. 'Cause you are one lousy son of a bitch.
You are too. You are. You know, I should. One of these times, I told you we're gonna come on here 1 week, and I'm just gonna. And then boom, I'm gonna X him out, and he's out of here. You know what I mean?
We both know that ain't true. Just get to your little wrestling shit. Let's go.
Get out of here. Suck it, dude. All right, get to our live chat room, WZROnline.com. Oh my God, dude.
See, I knew you were gonna go to me too.
You gotta be kidding me. Yo, this motherfucker, man. Let's try it again. Go to our live chat room, WZROnline.com /chat, WZROnline.com /chat. Get there, lots of people as always in there tonight. Check out the official website at WZR Radio, WZROnline.com. We are on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter as well. Go to Facebook.com /WZRArmy, YouTube.com /WZR Archive, Twitter. Just go to twitter.com. I don't know the exact handle. Just go to WZROnline.com, social media tab on the top navigation bar, drop down menu. You can get all the links to YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter right there. WZROnline.com, the official home of WZR Radio. All right, let's
Funny enough, real quick, I have the Twitter plug memorized. It's twitter.com /Ryan Clark ain't shit. In case you guys want to bookmark that and have it.
That's a good one. That's a good one. All right, so check this out. The Monday Night Raw last night was not the good. I mean, one kind of cool thing that happened was did you watch Raw last night or no?
Yeah. Yeah, I watched.
When Damian Sandow came out and kind of.
It was awesome.
Right?
The Orton theme song or whatever.
Yeah. Check this out right here. You ready? Check this out.
Yeah.
Randy has voices inside his head. Just watching him puts me to bed. It puts me to sleep. Randy walks down here on this ramp. His expression stays the same. Does his pose up in the corner. Can't think of anything more lame. All his tattoos are disgusting. All that oil on him is heinous. I guess you get to sit back and watch me beat this ignoramus. Hear voices violent.
Yeah, buddy.
He didn't even do it to the music last night, right? He did it a cappella, so that blended perfectly.
Right. Yes. Somebody went on there and put the background music, Randy Orton's background music, entrance theme music.
Like a glove.
It fit great the way they did it, man. I'm gonna put that up. I'm gonna put that up on the websites. But that was kind of a cool moment. And then the other thing, man. What is up with the dancing, dude? It's like every week we have Tenzai come out, we have Fandango come out, right? They're gonna do another dance-off next week, right? It's gonna be Chris Jericho against Fandango in a dance-off. I mean, what is all this dancing in recent weeks? And not only that, dude, but like the past 2 weeks of Monday Night Raw have been terrible, right? We can agree on that. Last night was bad, man.
It's been bad. Yeah.
It wasn't good, man. And the only way that you can really, as sad as it sounds or as it is, the only way that you can get WWE worried about their ratings is to simply stop watching, and when ratings plummet, everybody panics. Vince McMahon, everybody backstage panics, and they think, oh my God, we got to do something big. We got to pull some sort of thing. Well, the rating came in for last night, and I talked about this, a couple of weeks ago. I said, at least we're above that 3.0 mark, because when you get into the twos, you're in trouble. Well, last night came in, and it was a 2.9, and that ain't good, man. When you're dropping into the twos, that's not good.
It's not good. They got spring cleaning coming up, but now even the writers got to be worried. Like everybody's got to feel unsafe with their job. And when, just like you said, usually it only takes 1 or 2 times of dipping below that 3.0 mark for television ratings, and when they hit below that mark, Vince freaked and does like a huge change, like a whole fucking makeover. Like a whole facelift. Like everything's got to be different. We start from scratch this week, and
you know what it is, bro? Everything. I mean, it's Vince freaks out, right? And you'll hear about it in the coming weeks. If ratings can continue to stay in the twos or where they are. Vince will freak out and he'll hold a big meeting. He'll panic and he'll hold a big meeting and basically lash out at the creative team and say, you need to step up your game, da-da-da-da-da-da. The problem is the WWE creative team writes for Vince McMahon, and then Vince McMahon signs off on what they write. But they know that they've got to write for Vince McMahon. So Vince passes the blame off to the creative team when in reality they're writing for Vince, and Vince is the one that makes the changes. Vince approves the final changes. So this is Vince's fault, you know what I mean? But he likes to blame everybody else for the problems that occur. Of course, he's not going to take the blame.
Too much. He surrounds himself with yes men. He doesn't like to have people like Heyman was a big person,
right?
Kind of a creative person that would challenge everything he said and they disagree with him openly. He surrounds himself with all these yes men that,
right?
Like you said, when they're writing the shows, you've heard a lot of ex-writers say this. I don't write a show that I think's good, or that I think the fans will like. I write a show that I think Vince will be like, good job. You know, I can't change much about this show because it's perfect. So they write for him.
Exactly.
So when that formula's not working, he's got to look at his own taste and preferences and say, I might not be on touch with what the crowd wants right now.
That's exactly what it is, man. They write for Vince, man, and it's, you know, all you know, former creative team members come out and they say that we write for Vince, man. We don't write for what the fans want. We don't write for what we want, man. It's all for what Vince wants, you know. So, anyways, they kick off Monday Night Raw, dude. God, man, John Cena comes out, right? And, God, the promos get cornier and cornier and cornier every week. This time he did the whole...
Dude, you can tell it's like the first few seconds of him speaking what kind of mood he's in and what kind of personality he's going to be displaying that evening. And the second you start seeing that cheesy shit, you're like, oh, no, we're going to have like 15 minutes of him trying to be funny and
you know...
clever.
You know it is too, because it's the opening segment and you're going to get that long 15-20 minute promo, man, of John Cena and corniness. And this time it was, you know, the whole Daniel Bryan, yes, no, God, it was terrible, dude. I'm sitting there watching it last night and I'm thinking, you gotta be kidding me, man. I'm 32 years old and there's no way that any adult male, right, like above the age of, I don't know, 15, right, dude, that has half a brain that can honestly sit there and say, wow, this is awesome, man. John Cena's awesome on the microphone right now, right? There's just no way.
Yeah,
but
well,
then
it's the same thing we've talked about a million times, too, whether there's cringe moments that WWE has, usually it's a Kane segment or something like that you just like, God, I wish, especially if you have friends over. Well, I had friends over last night while I was on, so you got to imagine during that Cena and then all that crap in the beginning, I'm just sitting there like, my God, because I had to make a big deal, like, to tell everybody, hey, I got to change the channel at 8 o'clock. I have to watch this for work. So it's this big build-up as far as they're concerned. And then when it goes on, they're sitting there, and they're all like, all right, let's see what this fucking big show we have to watch it. And then, like, that comes on. And you're sitting there, and you feel like fucking 3 inches big. Because you're like, everybody's like, what the fuck is this guy watching?
Man. Yo, it's terrible.
Oh,
it's terrible, dude. I mean, I sit there when I've got people over, and I don't know, man. This is just my job, dude. I have to watch it because it's my job. You know what I mean? God, it was brutal. He's like, yes, I'm injured, and no, I'm not gonna miss Extreme Rules, and yes, but it was like, yes, no, it was like this corny fucking, oh my God, dude, it was just, it was terrible, man. Then, God, if you wanted it to get any better, Vicky Guerrero, God, that's the only time.
Hit the drop, dude. We have the drop now.
Well, and you know. Excuse me, right? She comes out. God, if there was one time where I was more than happy to see Vicky Guerrero come out on stage, it was here, right? I'm thinking, yo, please, anybody but John Cena. Give me Brad Maddox. Give me Vicky Guerrero. Where was Maddox last night, by the way? He wasn't even on
I don't know.
Raw last night. But God, I'm thinking, thank God for Vicky, right? Bring Vicky out. Fuck, man.
In a way, I was thinking that, but at the same time, like I said, the people I'm watching with, they don't have the benefit of understanding that it's a running joke for her to say, excuse me. So it just seems like it's getting even more atrocious. Like, here's this fat, ugly bitch that has a cougar necklace on, screeching, excuse me, you know what I mean? Nobody knows what the fuck's happening.
So Vicky's out. She's talking about the match at Extreme Rules between John Cena and Ryback. Eventually, she brings Ryback out. He comes out. More lame stuff, right? Lame jokes between Ryback and John Cena. Vicky Guerrero gives Cena the opportunity to name the stipulation for their Extreme Rules match, and Cena, in his corny corny way. I don't remember exactly what he said, but classic John Cena corniness. Says, I'll let Ryback, I'll leave the decision up to Ryback. And, of course, you know, John Cena's got the ankle injury, so what better way to make a match and make it a last man standing match, and that's what Ryback chose. So that's where they're going to go. I mean, obviously the Cena injury isn't all that serious. You know, he's continuing to work through. He's even worked house shows and things like that. But it's like 6-man tag team matches where the other guys on the team can do most of the work, and then John Cena comes in and only works for, you know, a minute or two and finishes things off, and that's it. So the workload.
Well, that's what's good about last man standing too. If the ankle's still sore or whatever, he's just basically got to do a lot of selling in a last man standing match. It's basically a series of spots where you get hit with like a big weapon and you lay there for 8-9 seconds and then get up. Yeah. And you get hit with something else, you know what I mean? It's not like a whole lot of action, and you can do a lot of brawling and gimmicks and stuff.
And that's what it'll be, man, where Cena's out there and Ryback just completely destroys him for almost the entire match, and then at the end, John Cena makes the big comeback and retains the WWE title. You know,
maybe even the Shield comes out, something like that. You never know. They could have some kind of creative way to book the finish, where they could just have Cena, you know, or have Ryback slip on a banana peel or whatever the fuck.
Right, exactly. We had Randy Orton, so that was the opening promo. It was just classic John Cena corniness. It was brutal to watch. I mean, shit, dude. I mean, I know we're dealing with WWE fans here, right? And there are going to be some 30, 40, 50-year-old males that find that entertaining and find, you know, a John Cena promo last night entertaining, but me and you, we ain't two of them, you know what I'm saying?
No, anybody with their head screwed on, like, gotta just look at that and just shake their head, like, good God, man, this is the top act in pro wrestling these days, like, what a shame.
And you know that, I mean, it's not
directed at, you know, 30, 40, 50, 60-year-old males, you know what I mean? Obviously.
No, that's clearly, I mean, it's a rehashed argument, not argument, but conversation we have all the time. It's just that goddamn PG rating, the goddamn friendly.
Kid-friendly audience that they're catering to. It's just like when I was growing up before the Attitude Era, when it was, you know, Doink the Clown and Adam Bomb and fucking all these weird fucking cartoonish characters. They clearly were catering to kids, and then there'd be like one or two semi-cool things like Razor Ramon or Shawn Michaels going on, you know, and everything else is just for kids. Right now we've got one or two cool things like CM Punk or whoever the fuck, and then everything else is just completely geared towards children. So a 3-hour show is just fucking atrocious to sit through, because there's literally only going to be one or two things that you're like, oh, that was pretty cool. You know, like the Heyman Wrestling thing was cool.
Unbelievable.
But there's so few of those in a 3-hour show that it's hard to sit through.
Whoops.
You shut up, motherfucker.
I forgot we were supposed to do the every time we run down Monday Night Raw right now, right? I got this on the soundbar. We're supposed to play the Raw theme when.
I didn't know that was what we were supposed to do. It's funny how WWE changes that goddamn theme song so much, but now they just pick regular rock songs, and then after a while, it almost seems like that song was created specifically to be the Raw theme song. You know what I mean? But at one point, it was just a regular fucking rock and roll song on the radio. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. We had Randy Orton, Damian Sandow. We aired the clip that I played a couple of minutes ago, where Damian Sandow came out and did, you know, basically a parody of Randy Orton's theme song. That was funny when he did that. And then the match itself was good between these two, man. Orton picked up the win here with an RKO, and then as he was walking to the back, he got knocked out with Big Show. Big Show came out on stage and hit the knockout punch. So that was that. It looks like we're gonna have Randy Orton and Big Show at Extreme Rules, probably. Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. Extreme Rules is shaping up pretty nicely, though. I've heard some complaining about the card and the build-up, but I think it's been pretty good so far.
So Chris Jericho comes out. We come back from the break, right? Jericho comes out, and there's going to be a judges panel. I mean, dude, it's a takeoff of Dancing with the Stars, man. We talked about this a couple. The whole Fandango gimmick is a takeoff of Dancing with the Stars. So they've got Chris Jericho comes out. You've got Tenzai and Brodus Clay are out there, right? And they're the judges, kind of like Dancing with the Stars. You've got 3 judges up on stage, and then the people come out and they have their dance partner, Fandango and Summer Rae, although Summer wasn't there last night, but they come out and they do this whole dance-off type thing, right? And that's what it was last night, but R-Truth came out and cut him off, right? So it turned into Fandango.
It's Fandango
against R-Truth. And they had a real quick match, man. It was.
I'll dance the tango better than Fandango in 2 seconds. That's true. Is that a new Fandango drop, by the way? That didn't sound the same as the other one.
I think it's a different one, right? Let me tell you.
Yeah, it sounded different.
I think it's got "it's" in front of it. It's right.
Yeah. It's Fandango.
You have a vagina.
Play the your thong wearing fatty. Play that one.
Shut your mouth, you thong wearing fatty.
These are awesome.
I love that one.
Please shut the hell up. To say the least, The Rock is something you're not undisputed champion. So shut up, bitch. Just bring it, bitch. Shut up. Fuck you, punk! I'll fuck you! I'll fuck your sister, but not your wife, because I respect your wife. Ain't nobody got time
that
for
one's awesome. Oh, God. That Iron Sheik one was fucking great, man.
Fuck you, punk! I'll fuck you! I'll fuck your sister, but not your wife, because I respect your wife.
Yeah, I wish I had him, because the next time you bring up a fucking clip about your sister, I just keep hitting the button over and over and over. I fuck your sister. I fuck your sister. I just keep hitting it.
This motherfucker, dude. We had Alberto Del Rio and Dolph Ziggler. These two, I mean, this went a couple of different commercial breaks, man. They had a great match on Raw, and even on paper.
But you know what? I saw a bunch of botched spots in that match from when I was watching. There was like a couple big ones, real big.
Real big ones, dude. Real big ones.
Yeah.
I mean, we had Jack Swagger and Zeb Coulter came out, about halfway through the match, right? And they were watching from commentary, and Zeb did all the talking on commentary, and then the finish had Alberto Del Rio locked in an arm breaker, and then AJ Lee jumped up on the ropes to distract the referee, and then that allowed Big E Langston to break the hold. And then what happened after? Swagger was outside at ringside, and Del Rio got thrown outside of the ring and fell into the arms of Swagger, right? And then after the match was over, Swagger grabbed a ladder from under the ring and just basically beat the shit out of Ricardo.
Yeah, that's the part I didn't remember all that other shit. I remember him polarizing people with the ladder at the end. That was the impression I had after all that.
Yeah, well, they're going to have a hell of a match at Extreme Rules, man, with ladders involved. I mean, you've got Dolph, great worker, Alberto Del Rio, great worker, Swagger, great worker, man. Add a ladder between those 3 guys, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's going to be a good match. It's going to be a really good match. And then, like I said earlier, the whole card is pretty. I mean, Cena Ryback, it is what it is, but Triple H and Lesnar should be pretty good for a ball. Whatever. And, in a cage and everything. Yeah, they got some good shit.
There was a backstage segment. They continued the whole thing with Caitlyn. She's got a secret admirer, right? And Natalia's back there with Great Khali and who else is back there? The Funkadactyls, right? Brodus Clay's girls, right? So they want the Great Khali. The whole joke here was they wanted the Great Khali to go undercover. And, well, how can you send the Great Khali in undercover when the dude's like 7 feet tall, fucking 300 and something pounds, right? You think Khali turns out to be the admirer. Or was that a one-time deal last night where they kind of used him for that corny segment, and then, or did they continue?
I must have not seen it because I don't even know what you're talking about right now. I remember seeing Caitlyn and the Bellas in a 6-diva tag match at some point, but I don't remember the segment, so I don't know.
It was just a backstage segment. It was, I mean, the whole thing. They want Khali to go spy around the locker room and be undercover about it. Like, don't reveal who he is, but Khali's such a big guy that's not going to work out, right? The next match on Raw was
Sierra Hotel, India, Echo, Lima, Delta, Shield.
Yeah, what did they say at the beginning of that theme song?
Something about Delta, Shield.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute.
Sierra Hotel, India, Echo, Lima, Delta. Sierra Hotel, India, Echo, Lima, Delta.
Kiera Hotel.
Echo? Something like that. I don't know.
Sierra Hotel, India, Echo, Lima, Delta.
India, Lima, Delta.
Sierra Hotel, India, Echo, Lima, Delta. Shield.
Somebody in the chat room will come up with
Wait, because they're doing something, it's an anagram. SHIELT.
Oh, Sierra Hotel, India, Echo, Lima, Delta. Right? So it's,
there it is.
Yeah,
Okay,
it spells out Shield. I didn't realize that until right now.
Yeah.
There you go, no doubt. All right, so the Shield comes out, and they are in a 6-man tag team match, and obviously they're going to pick up the win, right? They're doing this whole thing. Shield's undefeated. When are they going to come up with their first loss? They went against Kofi Kingston and the Usos. That was kind of a weird match, right? They're putting the Shield in matches with, like, the previous week it was 3MB. So it's like a bunch of jobbers, you know what I mean? Kofi Kingston he's a jobber. I guess we can say that. But the Usos are jobbers, no doubt about it. 3MB, all three of them guys are jobbers. Kofi Kingston is the only one, and he was kind of thrown in there with the Usos. But they had a fairly long match, to be honest with you, here. And once again, Dean Ambrose, picked up the pin here, picked up the win, So Ambrose is by far the star of the group. I mean, that goes for in ring. I mean, Seth Rollins is right up there. Roman Reigns is obviously.
I'd say it depends on what you're looking for. Because I'd say for like the internet marks, they're gonna love Ambrose just because he was the big name before the group even started.
Right.
In ring work, you could say Rollins is better than all of them. You could say that at least.
Ambrose and Rollins are pretty damn
you
close.
could make the argument though. You know what I mean? Like you could say Ambrose is the best talker, Rollins is the best worker, and Reigns has the best look. So who's gonna get over? It depends on what WWE really wants out of a character at a given time.
Yeah, Ambrose is by far Ambrose is by far the best on the microphone. I mean, there's no question about that. Seth Rollins has got the lisp a little bit. I mean, it's gotten a lot better, though, man. I mean, when Seth Rollins was in Ring of Honor, man, that lisp was terrible. Maybe they put him through speech classes or something like that. I don't know, man. Is it
worse than Jack Swagger? Because Jack Swagger can never look past when he talks tough, and he's like fucking spitting all over the place with his lisp and shit.
Yeah. We had, let's see. So Ambrose picked up the win on Kofi Kingston. We had Antonio Cesaro against Zack Ryder. This was kind of a filler match, if you will, right? Cesaro, that was kind of, I mean, Cesaro's been on a losing streak. We know he's on the doghouse, in the doghouse. They took the title off of him a couple of weeks ago, and he came out.
I think he reversed all that fortune with that match against, who was it, Kingston on a main event. Such a buzz about that. I think he's out of the doghouse now. I think they're going to start doing that because they don't have him yodeling anymore. If you notice, he wasn't doing that goofy shit last night.
Right.
Give him another chance.
Yeah, they had him defeat Zack Ryder on Raw last night. Well, going in, I'm thinking, all right, Cesaro's been jobbed out week after week. Zack Ryder gets jobbed out every week, so you would think that Cesaro's probably going to pick. I mean, Zack Ryder's the ultimate jobber, right? And as of late, Antonio Cesaro's been a jobber. But you knew going in, just looking at it on paper, you're thinking, all right, dude, there's no way that Ryder's going to. Although they kind of gave Ryder the new look a little bit, kind of a different hairstyle the week before.
Yeah, they go with there. He had a tweet about not needing to ring here the 1 week. By the way, read Rygout's chat comment. Let's see if you can figure it out. I put it together real quick. He's doing military language. He's got a message for you.
Charlie Lima Alpha Romeo Kilo Space.
That's Clark, space,
Yeah, I see that. I see the Clark, right? Clark.
Clark
is a dumb ass. Clark is a dumbass. That's a good one. Clark is a dumbass. You cocksucker motherfucker. You cocksucker motherfucker. This isn't a iron sheet. You cocksucker, you motherfucker. I beat the fuck out of you.
Somebody got to chop that up and make that a trout, because you're never going to want to hear yourself repeat that over and over again. You just sound like a fucking moron. That's what you sound like.
Yeah. I'm gonna beat your ass and put my nuts dead in your face.
I fuck your sister, not your wife, but I fuck your sister.
Would you please shut the hell up?
Alright, we had
I thought you were going to play it, dude. I thought you were going to play the Sheik thing.
You want the Sheik thing?
Fuck you, punk! I'll fuck you! I'll fuck your sister! But not your wife, because there is... Respect your wife.
Because I respect you, my friend. He
doesn't want to go too far in his range. He's like, I fuck your fucking cunt whore sister, but not your wife. Fuck your fucking sister. I kill that bitch, but not your wife. He's like that. I don't want to go too far and be out of line here. You know, that dirty cunt sister of yours is fucking one thing, but not your wife.
Here's the best segment on Raw last night, easily, man. We had Paul Titan Tower.
WWE's headquarters, and they go in there and they go straight up to the fourth floor where all the executive offices are. They go into Triple H's office and they trash the hell out of it, right? And Paul Heyman's recording all this on an iPhone, and WWE.com put up all these photos yesterday. The angle actually wasn't shot yesterday. It was shot last Friday at WWE's HQ. So they made it seem like just before noon today, Lesnar and Heyman came to WWE headquarters. Well, it was actually last Friday, but nonetheless, it was an awesome segment, man. Definitely the highlight of Raw. And then when it was all done, I mean, Paul Heyman came up on the Titantron, aired the footage from earlier in the day, as they put it, and then Triple H came out and says, you know, you went up there, and I've got two offices. One of them is up there in Stamford, and the other one is right here in this ring, and basically come Extreme Rules, have Brock Lesnar grow a set and come out here and confront me in my real home or my second home, you know what I mean? My first home, I think is what he called it, something like that, you know? But what did you think of the angle overall, man?
Which angle were we talking about?
Are you serious?
Yeah, Heyman, Lesnar. I mean, I like the idea of them just like storming the fucking headquarters and like bombarding Triple H's office. I didn't like that they showed his real name on the door. What the fuck was the point of that? Paul is back or whatever.
No, but you noticed. Did you notice? Wait a minute. Did you notice when they went up to the fourth floor, right? And then they're walking. They're walking, and you see the two people that are in the one office, right? There's two people there. And then the way that the camera, whatever, you know, they said Paul Heyman was recording it, whatever, you know, that's WWE cameras, so they took, you know, footage, made it look like it was from an iPhone, or even shot it from an iPhone, and then, you know, edited on TV. But when they shot over, that wasn't a separate room, dude. It was like one whole big room So I mean, listen. Obviously, that wasn't Triple H's office. That was an office that they said that
you can tell
they
by looking at it.
right. Of course, that they set it up and they put a bunch of props in there, and then they destroyed it.
You really think Triple H's corporate office has a big sledgehammer hanging up on the wall?
No, I'm sure it does. To be honest with you, I'm sure it does, man. A lot of people's offices, man. You bring stuff like you don't watch TMZ live, but like they've got a big thing of McDonald's fries, and everybody sets their cubicle in their office up different, where people hang photos on the walls and they put a sledgehammer up or something like that. Yeah, of course. So I'm sure that his office probably has some of that stuff up. Of course.
I think Triple H wants to be seen as corporate fucking. I don't think he would do that to his office.
No, I think Triple H has probably got a pretty cool looking office, man, where he's got a bunch of photos on the wall. He's probably got a sledgehammer hanging up on the wall. I wouldn't doubt it.
I see like the fucking Wall Street Journal hanging on his wall and like checking out.
I don't think so, man. I don't think so. But nonetheless, anyways, they what we got here? Oh, would you look at this? It's a text message from Allison. Thank you. Thank you.
I fuck your sister. Not your wife, but your sister.
Wait a minute. I said when we came on here, right? I said that there was no thank you. There was nothing like that. I just got a text message. Thank you for letting us stay there. I'll be there tomorrow with milk, sugar, and whatever else you need me to get. Would you look at that, man?
Don't get too sappy. She could be softening you up for another fucking. Hey, I need this and.
That's true. You're on to something. You're on to something.
It could be.
No doubt. Well, at least I got to thank you this time around, so that was good. So let's see. Like I said, man, they set up an office, obviously for Triple H, right? Made it look like it was his office, but nonetheless, dude, there is a real computer there. There is a real laptop there, and there is a real TV there, man. And that's a lot of money, dude, to just blow away. I understand WWE's $1 million company, but goddamn, I would have taken a TV, a free laptop, and a computer. But they destroyed it, you know?
You come now, dude. This is the same company that used to fucking pour cement and Corvettes back.
No, of course I'm saying it makes it a much better angle, and it looks good, but damn, I know a lot of people that would have taken a free laptop or a free computer, or, you know what I mean, dude? I understand that.
I would have taken a free WWE logo on the
wall.
Shit at it.
Shit, dude, they destroy cars, brand new cars all the time, and everything else, but damn, dude, it's just... It sucks.
The actual limo and spray painting that fucking private jet and the fucking office building.
Yeah, but it sucks to see brand new stuff like that just go to a sledgehammer. You know what I mean?
It was the same response I had to your fucking lottery victory. I hear that and I'm like, man, that's just like them ruining TVs. Like, man, I would love that TV. I would love that lottery ticket, but you guys just like, I won a lottery, big deal. Here's a broken TV, big deal. Fucking rich one.
Your thong wearing fatty.
Yeah. All right, I still haven't collected that lottery money either, dude. It takes a long time for them to send it, man. You know, you don't get. It's not like you walk in there and they give you a check. Here's $10,000. You got to go through like this long ass process, dude. It's terrible. It takes like a month or two to get your money. That's what I'm told. So, all right, we had a Divas match. It was AJ Lee and the Bella Twins against Cameron and Naomi and Caitlyn. Another six-woman tag team match. This time, the whole climax, excuse the pun, was Caitlyn speared AJ and picked up the win. And then after it was over, or not after it was over, but during the match, both Bella Twins refused to tag AJ as she tried to escape. We had Sheamus and Mark Henry. Mark Henry comes out, right? Talks about, Extreme Rules, and they're going to wrestle soon, and he knows that in just a couple of minutes, Sheamus is going to wind up coming out, and instead, Wade Barrett eventually came out. Basically, Mark Henry came out, called out Sheamus, said, let's do this right now, but Henry knew that Wade Barrett was already booked in a match against him, and that's the whole reason that he called out Sheamus, Then Sheamus comes out, or Sheamus is already out there, and beat Wade Barrett. And after it was over, Mark Henry came back out and attacked Sheamus. hit him with the belt. And man, those photos we put up on WZR, those photos that I put up on WZROnline.com earlier today, man, reminds you of Alberto Del Rio from
couple of weeks ago, man.
And remember when Swagger and Coulter came out and they just beat the shit out of him with that strap? My God, man! And his back was all welted up. It was the same thing with Sheamus last night on Raw, man. He came out. WWE put up some photos today. Sheamus tweeted out a pic last night. Man, they were, that was nice. Did you see that photo?
People always think that stuff is fake. Like, it's funny, like, my friends, when they watch it, they don't realize, like, it's simple shit. When there's blood, people always think it's a cat. Well, I have to tell them, guys, they literally take a fucking blade and scrape their fucking, saw their forehead and their hearts break. And like, they see a chair shot, and they think it's like a fucking big Pepsi can. I'm like, guys, that's a legitimate folding chair. Made out of steel.
Yeah.
It's heavy and hurts like a motherfucker.
Well,
and then they'll see, like, go ahead.
Well, people that call wrestling fake, I mean, it's not fake. It's scripted. You know, that's the correct word to use. You know.
Yeah, it's predetermined. Like, they know they're about to get hit with a chair, but it still fucking hurts when the impact, it happens.
Yeah, of course, it hurts.
What was my point? What did you say? What the hell did you say that?
No, I just said that it's scripted. It's not fake. A lot of people say, well, wrestling's
the belt.
fake.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, the welt. Like, people see that and they think it's like a certain kind of belt. It's a fucking leather belt that he did whipped with. I mean, you see the proof with the pictures after. I mean, he's getting his ass whipped to shit on TV like a slave or something. I mean, that's what's happening. It's real.
Yeah. And then the main event of Monday Night Raw, they set up Sheamus against Mark Henry. That's going to take place at Extreme Rules. We still got a couple weeks until that pay-per-view, so it is Extreme Rules. They may add like a good old-fashioned strap match or something like that to Sheamus and Mark Henry. We'll see what happens next week on Raw. The main event, it was Ryback and Kane. God, what a main event, right? Ryback and Kane, right?
Yeah, there was a backstage segment previously, I don't know if you mentioned it, where Ryback was kind of bullying Daniel Bryan, saying he's half the man that he is, and then Kane steps up and, says, am I half the man you are? And Ryback kind of says, you're not a monster anymore. I'm the only monster in WWE.
Right.
I guess he was going to prove it in this match, which he did, because he did win. The match, so. But what do you think of that? Ryback, he's clearly turning heel. You think they'll keep him heel after the Cena thing, or they only turn him heel for the Cena thing? Or do you even see him as a heel? Do you just see him as a character that just doesn't give a fuck, and that's like he's not a heel or a face, he's just a badass.
Well, you notice how they call him the Ryback? They put the in front of it now, the Ryback.
The Ryback, and they're trying to get Ryback rules. That's the new catchphrase.
Ryback rules. Well, that's in part due to Extreme Rules, Ryback rules, something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they keep him as a heel. You know what I mean? For now. And I didn't know, as of a couple of weeks ago, if they were going to keep him heel or if it was just for the John Cena feud, because John Cena gets that mixed reaction. You know what I mean? I didn't know if they were
they're not
going
to cheer Cena over him unless they really give people a reason to boo him.
Right. So after it was over, Ryback picked up the win, hit the shell shock on Kane, and then immediately the Shield's music hit. They come down. Daniel Bryan, rushes down to basically team up with Ryback. And Ryback bails out on him, leaves Daniel Bryan in the ring alone. And then Super Cena runs out here to assist. And as the Shield enters the ring, Ryback comes back in with a chair and basically takes out John Cena. And the Shield is run off. Ryback, like I said, Ryback had the chair, wound up hitting Cena, which turned him into a full-fledged heel at that point, and the Shield kind of backed off at that point, and then Raw ended with Cena laid out and Ryback was in the ring. So that was that.
Pretty boring show. Nothing really exciting. I mean, the Lesnar Heyman thing, like you said, that was pretty cool. But other than that, and fucking Damien Sandow, but even that wasn't great. It was just kind of cute.
Right.
It was a pretty boring stuff, man. It was not a lot happening.
God, traffic sucks on the website. It sucks tonight for WZR Radio. It's not good.
Right? Where is everybody?
It's not good in the chat room. Traffic overall, dude. There hasn't been a pay-per-view since WrestleMania, dude. I mean, there's like a 6-week break between WrestleMania and Extreme Rules. So, anyways, traffic is way down all around, man. Even yesterday for a Monday and today for a Tuesday, it's not good, dude.
Really?
Yeah. All right, we've got to take a commercial break. We're gonna come back. We've already finished up Monday Night Raw. In our numero dos, we're gonna be taking your live phone calls. We're gonna be talking about roster cuts. Are they coming? Are they not coming? And rapid fire.
We want your rapid fire questions or comments. You can submit them, and we will bring them up and answer them in hour number 2. All you got to do is log on to Facebook.com/RyanClarkWZR. Once you get that top post, like your favorite questions or comments for tonight's show, we'll bring them up in hour 2. Answer as many as we can, quick, fast, and in a hurry, because it's rapid fire, baby. Facebook.com/RyanClarkWZR.
There you go. All right, we are going to take a quick commercial break. Like I said, coming back, our rapid fire live phone calls, our numero dos. Get to our live chat room, WZROnline.com. .com/chat, WZROnline.com/chat. You're listening to WZR Radio with Matt Boone and Ryan Clark. We'll be back right after this.
Play some shitty music during the commercials, and pretty sure I gotta say.
Well, that's a pretty badass song right there.
That last song was all right. It wasn't particularly great or anything, but it wasn't bad either. The other ones, though, even the chat was like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
Glenn, in the chat room, I did grab a beer, to be honest with you. I got two of them. I got 2 of them for hour number 2.
Uh-oh.
And you know what else I grabbed? Which you're gonna have to bear with me while I eat them. My new candy, bro, is Reese's Sticks, is what they're called, right? They're I don't know, they're like long type sticks, and they got Reese's peanut butter. They're good, man. They're fucking amazing.
You know what else I grabbed?
What?
I grabbed my nuts and I put them on your sister's forehead. I fucked your sister, but not your wife, but I fucked your sister.
Fuck you, punk! I fucked you! I fucked your sister, but not your wife, because I respect your wife.
Yeah,
buddy. But, so anyway, I'm on my last Reese's Sticks, so just bear with me.
I'm eyeballing some beef jerky. I'm gonna fucking eat like it owes me money.
You got beef jerky? Do you really have beef?
Goddamn right. I got a big old bag of what's it called here? It's called Old Trapper, naturally smoked since 1969, teriyaki beef jerky, $5 a bag.
Well, why don't you eat a little bit?
Because that shit's like hard to chew. I'd be sitting here chewing it for like 10 minutes on the radio, and that's not good.
So what do you want to do? Hour number 2.
I mean, we got the Raw.
Yeah.
We have nothing this weekend. There's no UFC, I don't think. So, I don't know, man. Rapid fire calls, I guess. What do we want to do?
That's it, huh?
I mean, we only got 45, 50 minutes to kill, and I guarantee you we still have a late because we'll have so many goddamn calls and questions in the rapid fire. So,
I know.
See what they got for us this week. Give the second hour to the people.
Let's do it. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Hey, buddy, it's Stephen Grabiak in the chat room. I got a joke for you.
Alrighty.
All right. What did the football coach say to the broken vending machine?
What's that?
Give me my quarterback.
Yeah, buddy, I like it, dude. And
I like it.
You get it, dude. The high school football coach and the quarterback. Because the quarterback
plays. The high school football coach say to the broken vending machine, "Give me my quarterback."
Give me my quarterback, because the quarterback in the football. Yeah, it's fucking great. Caller.
The machine stole his quarter. He wants the quarterback.
That's beautiful, dude. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up? Hello. Hello.
I have a better joke for you.
Yep. What is it? Where are you from?
Oh, get this one, boy. How can you tell Matt Boone's IQ?
How can I tell Matt Boone's IQ? He doesn't have very much of one, but how can I tell? Let me know.
You count the holes between his teeth.
Count the holes between his teeth? How can you tell Matt Boone's IQ? You count the holes between his teeth? The fuck does that mean, dude?
How can you count my eyes? I'm thinking eyeballs, Q, between the teeth. I have no idea what he's talking about.
That's something to do with eyes, right? IQ. Count the what do you count the space between your tooth? What was it?
Teeth.
Count the.
I think I couldn't hear the guy. I don't know.
Yeah, that was not a very good joke, dude. Try again. You can call us. It's 518-712-3070. 518-712-3070. Let's check this out. People always ask. Well, first of all, we should have said this before we go to the break, right? Rob Van Dam has not signed with either WWE or TNA. We're gonna address this right now, right? Actually, let's take a couple more phone calls, and then because it just gave out the number. Then we'll talk about Rob Van Dam, Dave Bautista, and WWE roster cuts. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Hey, Ryan.
Hi.
How about some PWS love?
PWS love. PWSforums.com. Let them know about it.
PWS Forums is the official forum of WZROnline.com. It is a great forum, great admins, great moderators.
Sell it, baby. Sell it. Get into it. Sell it. Tell them. We got women galleries, right? We got women galleries. We got news. We got rumors. Sell it. Exclusive. PWS. Yeah. Let me hear it. Let's start over. Get into it, bro.
We'll go with this. If you don't join, Matt Boone will kick your ass in 2 seconds.
Yes, he's going to like that. Bam, there it is.
There's some energy behind that voice.
That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, come on, let's keep going.
Right?
What are we doing
here? He put it the best way. He said, yo, if you don't join PWS Forums, Matt Boone's going to kick your ass in 2 seconds. That's all that needs to be said. That's all that needs to be said right there, right? You got him, man. PWSforums.com. It's a great forum if you're into forums, stuff like that. WWE news, TNA news. It's the official forum of WZR, PWS, PWSforums.com. Check it out. Caller, live on WZR Radio. What's up?
You'll never be fun done with magic, but remember, everything up to the price.
Whoa.
What was that?
Dude, gotta slow down, man. I didn't understand a word he said. It's crazy. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Hey, buddy, one more joke for you. Stephen Gerbig in the chat room.
Yes, sir.
What did one toilet say to the other?
What's that?
You look flushed.
You look flush. I like the quarterback. No, I like the quarterback one better. I mean, the quarterback one was great, dude. But the toilet, well, I thought you're always about poop and farts and things like that, dude. You didn't like the toilet?
Yeah, but that wasn't a poop or fart. That was flush. That was water going down a fucking pipe joke. I don't care about that.
Get to our live chat room, WZROnline.com. /chat, WZROnline.com/chat. Callie, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, one quick question.
Where we go?
I guess boxing question off topic of wrestling. I seen the Mayweather fight and I loved it, but on boxing side, people are saying they don't think they're going to let him catch Marciano's record with 49 wins or all, or even go above with 50 wins and all. So the question is, do you think Mayweather will tie Rocky Marciano's record?
Wait, who's not going to let him? They don't have a who's. What do you mean let him? I mean, if Mayweather wants to fight, 10 more fights, he can fight 10 more fights, and nobody's going to stop him from like. What do you mean who?
Well, I guess I'm not being racist, but on these boxing sites, they're kind of saying I'm not going to let a black man pass up Marciano because of his attitude and everything, and he talks all this and all that.
Yeah, but if
Mayweather pass him up.
Yeah, but if he continues to fight, if Mayweather continues to fight, he's going to surpass him anyways, and they've got no choice. Whoever they is.
I mean, he's saying in a sense, like back in the day, if you had somebody, especially like he said, a black guy that you don't want breaking a squeaky clean white guy's record, you'd have him fight some hard fucking competition, so you would hope he'd lose and not break the record. But the thing with Mayweather is he's so fucking far ahead of everybody else that they can't screw him out of breaking the record. Who's they going to put him with that's going to beat him? Nobody can beat him, so it's like Ryan said, as long as he keeps fighting, he's going to break the record. He's not a heavyweight. He doesn't have a knockout ratio the way Marciano did, so it's not even comparable, in my opinion. It's not the same record at all.
Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
All right, Clark. I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
I'm a joke or anything. For the past few weeks, you've been kind of posting about CM Punk vacation thing.
Brand new gadget show coming at you with a brand new set.
CM Punk still on vacation. Do we have any proper confirmation on when he might return?
When CM Punk may return? Well, I mean, the CM Punk reports are, we knew that after WrestleMania he was going to be taking some time off. We knew that was, confirmed. And then what happened is WWE.com pulled him from live events following WrestleMania, and then they re-added him back on the websites, right, for about a day or two, and then they took him back off again. So it was like he was added, they took him off, they added him back, and then they took him off again. And now we're to the point where people are saying that he's going to be taking a couple of months off. So a lot of people are saying possibly SummerSlam. And then there was talk that if John Cena's injury was, the reason that The Undertaker went overseas on the recent European tour is because CM Punk was taking time off. And then there was concern when John Cena got injured with the ankle injury that he was going to be off TV, and they knew that Taker was going to be leaving. So if you were going to have both The Undertaker and CM Punk gone, they were going to try to bring back CM Punk earlier than expected, right? But now that John Cena's injury is not all that serious, he's going to continue to work through it. He's going to be at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. They've still got their top guys. So CM Punk's vacation or time off is still planned. So I would say we're looking closer to SummerSlam. It's not going to be in the next week or two, not even a month from now. I'm thinking, when we get into either July or August, Money in the Bank or SummerSlam, somewhere around then. But the confusion stemmed from WWE.com and them adding him, removing him, adding him, removing him. So that's where we stand right now. But it's gonna be a while before we see CM Punk again.
I think might have had throat cancer, by the way. It sounded like you ever see the commercials where they have the people with the big holes in their throats and they have the fucking thing that helps them talk? That's what he sounded like.
I couldn't tell. if the phone was cutting out or if that was the voice that I don't know. It seemed like he was kind of cutting out. And then not only that, but I think he had an accent too. I think he was from Europe or somewhere overseas too. So the accent, the voice, and the cutting out of the phone.
I was gonna say, God bless you for figuring out what he said, because all I heard was, I think punk was one word I heard, and I heard maybe confirmation at one point. That was about it.
I think I answered the question that he wanted to. He's CM Punk and taking time off, right? Well, if not, that's the deal with CM Punk. So it's gonna be a little bit. Now, we have a break in the phone calls real quick. Rob Van Dam has not signed with either WWE or TNA as of a couple of days ago. Could he sign with WWE? Could he return? Yeah. Could he re-sign with TNA? Sure. The thing with Rob is, and he said this in a recent interview, does not want to work a full-time WWE schedule. Wants to come back, doesn't want to have to go overseas on these long tours, doesn't want to have to work every house show on the weekend. He's also in marijuana documentaries, right? The dude smokes pot. It's well known. If he comes back to WWE, they're going to fine him. They're going to tell him no more pot. That may be something that, I mean, Rob smokes a lot of pot. It's well known, right? That may be something where he says, yo, if I come back, I'm smoking pot. You can find me all you want, but I'm still going to smoke pot. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what most guys do. I mean, most guys, they'll just take the fines and smoke. I mean, that's what most guys do, actually, in the company. They're like, fuck it, I'll just pay to smoke, and because I don't think
I think it gets to a certain point, though, man. I mean, Evan Bourne
but that's not a wellnessy violation, is it?
Right,
if you get caught
right. But there were people saying that Evan Bourne's last suspension, in addition to something else, I mean, they were saying it could have been cocaine, but marijuana was that. And not only that, man, but if you're going to come in and you're going to continue to be fined for marijuana, man, they're not going to push you to the top. You know how that stuff goes over in WWE, man. If you say you're on your third, fourth, fifth, fine from WWE for smoking pot, they're going to punish you, dude. They may not fire you, but on television, they're gonna punish. I mean, you're going to be in the doghouse, and that's that'll apply. And not only that, but listen, it's going to be a case of Rob Van Dam, right? If he comes back to WWE. He comes out and everybody's like, oh my God, Rob Van Dam's back. Yeah, no doubt, this is awesome. The next week or the week after or give it a month, it's the same old Rob Van Dam. He's going to be in that mid-card position, just like when Chris Jericho came back, man. Chris Jericho's back. It's awesome, no doubt, right? Chris Jericho's in a feud with Fandango right now. They're doing a dance-off on Raw next week. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's because WWE can't invest in Jericho because he's not there long term on the road with them. But at the same time, we're talking about RVD. You're saying like, well, he could just be another guy within a month, but that's not his fault. I mean, that's just the way he's booked. I would think. I mean, he's got the
no, but I'm saying,
I'm
saying that people always ask about Rob Van Dam coming back to WWE, and I'm saying if it happens, no doubt people are going to be excited at first, but then it's going to turn into Rob Van Dam's back on Raw every week. It's not going to be a big deal. You know what I mean?
No, he's somebody that they'll never rally behind. I don't think. I mean, especially with Triple H being in more power now, because he was the guy that really put the brakes on RVD's push back in his prime. I mean, there was a time when the fans were dying for an RVD world title run, and Triple H kept saying he was reckless in the ring, and he would hurt people with the way his style was. He used that to keep him down.
Double and Joe, you get 3 fines and you're gone. That's not the case. You get 3 wellness policy violations and you're gone. That has nothing to do with marijuana fines.
Yeah, you could get fined 100 times as long as you're willing to pay the fine.
Yeah, if you're willing to pay the fine, you're not fired from WWE. But if you get 3 wellness policy violations, then you are gone from WWE. So that's how that works. But anyway, so that's
yeah. Like Swagger just got busted with weed, right? He didn't get a policy violation for that. He just got a fine and a DUI, right?
All right, and he was in the doghouse. I mean, the original plan, we put it up on the website. The original plan had Jack Swagger, defeating Del Rio to win the title at WrestleMania. So,
WrestleMania, yeah.
And look what happened. I mean, as soon as that whole thing went down with the arrest, I mean, that storyline on television, I mean, holy hell, did that take
Well, it was even worse, because not only did he got busted, but his made headlines. So, like, mainstream media was aware of it and shit, which is never good.
Yeah, and not only that, but, I mean, that whole storyline went right on the back burner, dude. I mean, they were promoting the hell out of that, man. Especially when Zeb Coulter first came in, and then it was, I mean, you could tell just by watching Raw that whole storyline, that whole angle just. I mean, from the top right down to the bottom. It was,
I mean, they exposed that Glenn Beck was fighting one week, and then the next week it's just like, let's get this over with and get past it, because this fucking idiot just got busted for DUI the week before Mania, whatever it was.
That's what it was. Guys, if you want to call us, it's 518-712-3070, 518-712-3070. And then as far as Dave Bautista is concerned, we talked about it last week. He recently shut down his gym and in Tampa, Florida. And the MMA career is pretty much done and over with. So as of right now, I mean, Batista's trying to do stuff in Hollywood. It just hasn't worked out, big time for him. So could he return to WWE? Yeah, it's a possibility, but the last anybody had heard, he was asking for a ton of money, and he was going to have to come way down in his offer to WWE to return. Can they get him down? Yeah, he's not doing much. So I would expect to see Batista back in WWE at some point. Also, keep in mind, Batista's 40-something years old. A lot of people don't realize that because he doesn't look 40, 43, 44, 45, whatever he is. But I'd expect to see him back in WWE at some point. Will it be anytime soon? No, they're not going to have him. I mean, it'd be at like a SummerSlam pay-per-view or one of the big pay-per-views. But it's not going to be anytime soon as far as Batista is concerned. And then we'll take one call and we'll talk about the releases. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Hey, first of all, the show's awesome. And second of all, fuck Rob Van Dam. He's a fucking pocket. Fuck him. I want to see him.
Fuck Rob Van Dam. He sounds, that's like a mixture of the Iron Sheik and the New York accent put together.
I was gonna say, and you, because I heard fuck. I mean, that's what's more New York than fuck.
Fuck Rob Van Dam. I don't want to see him. Yeah, I mean, listen. Like I said, Rob's just gonna turn into another mid-card guy. It'll be cool when he comes back, man. He gets that huge pop when he initially comes out, and then, telling you, man, it's the same old Rob on Raw every week. Same thing with Jericho, man. It's the same old Jericho on Raw every week. Now he's doing dance-offs on Raw,
Well, the other thing was Van Dam. I remember when he was in ECW originally, the original ECW, and he was getting over with me like a motherfucker. With everybody. He was just getting over because he was the only big guy they had left because WWE stole Taz and the Dudleys. But, he was getting over because of his style, his wrestling style. He had these unique moves that nobody had seen, and people were just like, they would be in awe at his matches. But his matches are so similar these days. He's been doing that same match for 10 years. There's nothing unique or creative about it anymore. So, and he can't talk for shit on the microphone. So he's really a mid-card guy no matter what. And he's older too now, you know what I mean? So his act is stale as shit, in my opinion. You gonna drop the clip on me?
No.
Fucking gonna get.
Would you? I'm not listening. What? I'm texting.
I'm done. Do something else. Take a call or read a question.
You said something? What?
No, I just said, oh, fuck you. Here you go. You said that.
Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Hey, how you guys doing?
We're doing good. How are you?
All right.
This is the same dude that just called. Wait, what are you trying? What are you trying to? Wait, yo! This dude just talking right over the top of me. This motherfucker just talking right over the top of me. He doesn't even know that I'm talking right now. This dude's just talking right over the top of me. Listen to him go. He's just talking. Yap, la 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 la.
Yo, I can't believe he outpowered you on your own.
Yo, holy shit. Yo, that motherfucker. Did he not hear me, dude? Could he not hear what's coming through the other? Maybe he's got like a...
I can't even barely hear you. I can hear him clear as day.
Wow, that was crazy, dude. That was nuts. That was.
You didn't give up either. I kept trying to make out what you were saying. I think you just started making noises, right? You were just like.
I just said, wow, this dude's talking right over the top of me right now. This dude's just going crazy. I think. Well, you guys are on telephones, so you guys could probably hear each other, better than everybody else. But I think the people listening to the stream, they can hear me because my mic's louder than everybody else. You know what I mean? But I didn't even hear his questions. I was just trying to get him to shut up.
Yeah,
it was the same caller that said, fuck Rob Van Dam, fuck Rob Van Dam. I wanted to ask him. He called back a second time right there, and I wanted to say, what'd you do? Change your voice, dude? It was like when I picked up the phone, he said something. He had a different voice, dude. He toned it down like big time. You know what I mean? But what? I didn't hear your questions, anyways, dude. So whatever. WZROnline.com /chat. WZROnline.com/chat. Get in there. Lots and lots of people in there tonight. All right. WWE releases. We talked about this last week, but let's just recap. Basically, what happens is every year WWE holds a WrestleMania, and then immediately following WrestleMania, they go on a long, about a 2-week tour. Overseas European tour. When they come back from the tour, they hold their first quarter financial report. Basically, they hold financial reports 4 times a year: first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, and they held their first quarter where they report the earnings for January, February, and March. They report that stuff, and we put all the stuff up on the websites. You guys see it all the time. You guys should really read some of that stuff too, man. There's a lot of interesting.
The first quarter thing, because if you want your quarter back, you got to go to the broken vending machine. I know that.
We did. That's a good one. But there's a lot of interesting info. I mean, here's what people forget. I mean, we come on here and we talk about WWE talents, and we talk about storylines, and you guys watch Raw and SmackDown. But there's a lot more that goes into the company than just storylines and angles and the stuff that we talk about here. There's DVD sales and WWE Shop and WWE.com traffic, pay-per-view buy rates, the back end of how WWE succeeds and how they're able to make money.
International shit, fucking licensing fees, sponsors, fucking pay-per-view cuts from the cable industry.
Right.
All kinds of revenue streams.
Right. And they report that stuff, and then it comes out and we put it up on the websites. You guys should really read a lot of that stuff, because there's a lot of interesting info in there that shows you, the back end of how WWE runs, and like I said, how they're able to make money. So they do WrestleMania, they do the European tour immediately following. It happens every year, and then they report their first quarter earnings. This time around, for the first quarter, it was a pretty good report, which is going to make WWE officials and Vince McMahon and everybody else fairly happy. It's usually, and they report their earnings, it always happens on a Thursday. First, second, third, and fourth quarter earnings, it always happens on a Thursday. Now, I was thinking last week, they held their earnings report on a Thursday, and I'm thinking, well, could this be Black Friday? And to be completely honest with you guys, I went to WWE.com numerous times on Friday and looked for releases. And then I figured, you know what? If it doesn't happen this week, it may happen the following week after everything settles down. So it'll be interesting to see. Of course, you've got TV on Monday and Tuesday. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, if WWE spring cleaning was going to happen, it would have happened either last Friday after their earnings report or at some point this week. It wouldn't happen on Monday or Tuesday because you've got everybody at the television tapings. It would happen on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday when everybody gets back to the office. A lot of times the cuts seem to happen on Fridays. So let's watch later this week, or if it's not this week, maybe next week, but it's going to be in the next couple of weeks. Yeah. It's going to be in the next couple of weeks. I would stay tuned, after everybody flies home, gets back home tonight and tomorrow. Watch Thursday or Friday on WWE.com, and we'll see if anything goes down. But check it out this week, or even next week. I would guess. I mean, there's a lot of dead weight backstage right now. I mean, let's be honest, man. There's a lot of guys, JTG, Johnny Curtis, people like that.
We go through the list. I mean, Joshi Tatsu. There's a million jobber names, Bo Dallas, that you could throw out. That got to be nervous as fuck this time of year. Especially from the friends in the company telling them, like, hey man, you're probably gone. In a couple weeks. They're probably nervous as shit, waiting to see who goes and who stays. Right. But if it was my company, because you said how old you are, if it was my company, I'd fire all their bitch asses in 2 seconds.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Like, your last paycheck. Here's your gold watch. Get the fuck out of my face, jobber.
Oh, that's terrible, dude. See, now what if you were to get fired from your job, man? You wouldn't be. Yeah, but you wouldn't be all that happy. That's the thing. Everybody. You know what? Everybody's always asking. You know, when are people gonna get fired? When are spring cleaning cuts coming? It's like people almost. It's like a holiday for some people where they're thinking, I want to know who's going to get fired. I want to see who's going to get fired, right? But think about it from their perspective. These guys are about to lose a paycheck. They're about to lose a job. I mean, hopefully nobody gets fired. Hopefully we don't have to report any names getting fired because nobody likes to lose their job. Then they got to go out. They got to find something else.
Really, if you're looking at WWE, though, if you're looking at guys like Zack Ryder or people like that, they're probably going to be able to make as much, if not more money working the indie scene, especially because they still got the stink of fresh WWE on them.
Bro.
And their schedule will be way lighter. They won't have to travel as much. They'll get to work their hometowns, local shit more, and they'll still make the same money.
Bro.
It's only if you want to be a WWE superstar and that's your lifelong dream, then yeah, it's got to suck to get cut around this time. But if you're one of the guys like Zack Ryder that's just miserable and you know what I mean, it's not going to affect you financially to get fired, then probably what's the difference? You know what I mean? You never know how you think, but that seems to be logical to me.
The indie scene these days, I mean, first of all, you've got to deal with crooked promoters. That's number one, where people book shows and then they never pay. Not only that, but some of these guys are only getting paid, you know, and I'm not talking former WWE stars, obviously, because of their name value. If they're going to be paid a little bit more, they can demand, you know, $1,000, $2,000, something like that per show. I know, like, somebody like Kevin Nash gets $5,000 per show, you know? But a guy that's fired, like, let's say JTG or somebody like that gets fired from WWE, I mean, they could bring him in for maybe $1,000 tops, max, you know? And then other guys that aren't as well known are only getting paid a couple $100 a night on, you know, on indie shows. So, I don't know. The indie scene is, I mean, there's not very...
You gotta figure, you can make the indie shows, you can do personal appearances, you can do shit like shoot interviews where you get like percentage of the DVD sales. A lot of wrestlers do that when they get fired because they're not allowed to when they're in the company.
Right.
There's a bunch of opportunities they have as soon as they get fired because when you're in WWE, anything you do becomes a WWE sponsored thing. Like if they write a book, it's automatically a WWE book. Now, if they're cut from WWE, they can go write their own book, publish it themselves, and get a better deal, you know what I mean? So, there's opportunities in WWE, there's opportunities as WWE. It's just a matter of how much you capitalize on them and how big your name was while you were in the company. I'm gonna keep talking too.
I'm a fucking I gotta do it one time per show, bro. I gotta get the Jeopardy theme in at least one. It's like an ongoing thing that we do, dude. I gotta get it in. You were making a good point, dude.
But I'm in the middle of making a decent point. I thought, why didn't you play that on the caller who wouldn't shut up a fucking minute ago? That would have been apropos.
No, it was a good point. It was a good point. I just gotta get it in at least once per show. I gotta get you a microphone.
Fuck your sister. I'll never fuck your wife, I promise. But your sister, I'd fuck her. I'd fuck her right now.
You cunt! I'll fuck you! I'll fuck your sister, but not your wife, because I respect your wife.
God, I love that guy. This motherfucker's great.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Can I have your attention, please? To say the least, The Rock is something you're not undisputed champion, so shut up, bitch.
Yeah, it's awesome. All right, let's do rapid fire questions right now. We've only, I mean, man, traffic is so, I mean, for the radio show, on the websites, God, I don't even want to check today's, you know, numbers on Google, man. It's probably not very good. All right, here we go. Rapid fire. Mac McCaud, that's my forums admin. Check it out, pwsforums.com. Do you like Ryback better as a face or a heel? I like him right now as a heel. But if they were to change the gimmick and get rid of the whole feed me more and the, you know, Ryback rules and that whole, it seems a little bit corny to me. But I've said it time and time again, if they were to turn Ryback into a badass, like Steve Austin type style type guy, I would love that dude as a babyface, and I really think he could be, he's going to be around. He's a young guy. He's going to be around for years and years to come.
He's not young. What are you talking about? He's not young. But, I mean, stop Steve Austin comparison. The motherfucker has nothing to do with Stone Cold. He's not even close.
Blah, blah, blah.
You said if he's got to get away from the feed me more and the Ryback rules, that's the kind of shit that hasn't catered to the current audience. Children, young people. It's a chance to get over with the kids, shit like that. So they're having him do that kind of stuff to get over with that audience, but then stay an animal and then all of a sudden have to get over with our kind of audience. Now, whether or not he's better as a heel or a face, I say he's better as a tweener. Like we said earlier, he doesn't give a fuck about good guys or bad guys. He's his own guy. Like that's what he should be.
Yeah, I like him as a heel for right now with the current gimmick that he is in. Ryan, here's a song for you.
I'm talking with Charles Ramsey. He's a neighbor. Walk me through again what happened this.
Oh, this is from who's it from? Where'd Rapid Fire go? What the hell happened here?
How was that?
From
what you said earlier that I ignored, right?
From Dean Mitchell, right? We played the what did you say? What?
I said that's a dumb thing you played earlier that I ignored, right? What
the Charles Ramsey. Well, I said there was going to be a song made, right? Sweet Brown, and somebody was going to make a song about it. So let's see here. Somebody made a song about it. So.
Oh, jeez. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah. Yes. I'm gonna put this up after we go off the air. That is awesome.
I was gonna say, how was my acting just now? Because that was a fake laugh. I didn't hear a fucking word that song said.
That was awesome, man. We're gonna put. I'm gonna put that up on Facebook after. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's up?
Hey, that was a good call, man. I had to, let you put my name on there so you could answer the phone. I ain't no prankster.
Say what now?
I had to put my name out there so you can answer the phone, man, because I wasn't the prankster that's been calling.
Oh,
Shame on them for talking about you and Matt Boone. Shame on them.
All right, no doubt. I got it, dude, because I said that he was he was the dude. I think that's the guy that called in with the fuck Rob Van Dam. I don't want to see him in WWE, right? And then somebody called up and pranked. I got you. All right. Let's see. Steven Graveic. What do you call a cow with no legs? Doesn't matter what you call it because it's not going to come anyway. Now, what do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef.
Oh, jeez.
Matthew Hager. Paul Heyman just tweeted, breaking news, just got off the phone with a former at WWE superstar, hashtag no spoilers. Who do you think the superstar is? Oh, God, here we go, dude. Here we go. See, Paul Heyman.
Just came out?
Yeah, but Paul Heyman tweets something like that, dude, and everybody's automatically, oh my God, Rob Van Dam used to be in ECW with Paul Heyman. Oh my God, is Rob coming to W? That's gonna be the top thing, dude. Jesus. He said just got off the phone with a former at WWE superstar. It's Paul Heyman. He's probably fucking with you. He probably talked to a former WWE superstar, hadn't talked to him in a couple of months, and said, hey, what's up? And then he goes out on Twitter and puts it up, and I don't even think it's WWE related. It's probably not even WWE related. It probably has nothing to do with it.
Did his tweet say breaking news, or did you just read it that way?
It said breaking news. Just got off the phone with a former at WWE superstar. Hashtag no spoilers.
That's related. He wouldn't have hashtagged done the WWE Twitter thing, and he wouldn't have said breaking news if it wasn't related to him. So there's something going on there. I don't know what it is.
God, give me a break, dude.
Who's it going? Let the speculation begin. Who's it going to be?
It's not on his Twitter. Rygow says it's not even on his Twitter. What are you talking about?
Breaking news. It's not. What are you reading shit out of the fucking chat room as news now?
I don't know. Matthew Hager. I'm reading the rapid fire segment. I can't go look at the. I can't look at the. Listen, I gotta trust the people that submit rapid fire. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna read every rapid fire, man. I gotta trust. What do you think? I can't go to Paul Heyman's Twitter.
They never fuck with you in the rapid fire ever. They don't call in and placate you for 10 minutes.
What do you
say? Matt will kick your ass in 2 seconds.
Matthew Hager, golf clap, buddy. Golf clap. You got me good, bro. That was a good one. Glenn Tyler.
Real good.
He got me real good. Glenn
Yeah,
Tyler.
that rant too. Of course, everybody's gonna think it's RVD versus.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Get the fuck out of
Nobody.
here. Ain't nobody got time for you. All right. Glenn Tyler Devilier. Who are you liking in NXT right now? Do you think Corey Graves will be on the main roster anytime soon? What's his name? Bray Wyatt, right, is supposed to be called up fairly soon. Paige is probably the best diva, I guess we'll call her diva, down in NXT right now. I don't go to...
Summer Rae.
Summer Rae is on the main roster as Fandango's dancer right now.
Oh, that's who that is?
Yes, sir, the blonde.
I did not know that.
Not last night on Raw, but the blonde chick that's been with him on the European tour and last week's Raw.
The one that Jericho grabbed and posed with a couple weeks ago, right?
Correct. Tim Krieger, everyone says that Boone can kick Clark's ass in less than 2 seconds, but I bet his girlfriends know. But I bet his girlfriends know that's not the only thing he does in 2 seconds. Yeah! See? He
what
said.
What yes for?
I have no idea, but I'm guessing it's probably the truth. He's telling the truth, right? Can't last longer than 2 seconds.
He's talking about you, right? He said that's what you do in 2 seconds. Is it true?
Everyone says that Boone can kick Clark's ass in 2 seconds, but I bet his girlfriends know that's not the only thing he does in 2 seconds. So he's talking about you. He's talking about you not lasting more than 2 seconds there, tough guy.
Give me a good 4 minutes and 4 minutes and 18 seconds.
Here, let's go. Let's get Sabi Boone on here. So my boy Matty Boone, sup with Tiffany there, buddy? How's Tiff doing? She all right?
I think the record there was like 25 minutes.
Yeah,
I believe.
Yeah, how's she doing there, buddy?
2 seconds.
How's Tiffany doing, buddy?
When did I talk to her? I just talked to her recently on the phone. She called me out of the blue all drunk and babbling and shit.
She break your heart.
Am I not selling this for you, right, buddy?
She
Get the fuck out of here. Who the fuck are you talking to?
She break your heart, buddy? Yeah, she break your heart, buddy? Tiffany break your heart?
I don't have a heart. You know who you're talking to, too. I don't know why you're shocked right now.
This motherfucker, listen. This motherfucker, you guys in the chat room, you know damn well that a couple of weeks ago I brought up Tiffany, right? I bring up Tiffany. Maybe Boone doesn't remember, but I bring up Tiffany, and he says, that's a touchy subject, he says. It's a little bit touchy, man. I don't really want to talk about Tiffany. Get out of here, dude. Every time somebody brings up her name, your heart jumps a little bit. You can admit it. Your heart jumps.
My heart jumps a little. We got fucking Professor Clark on the phone. All of a sudden, nobody tells fart jokes, and now he's goddamn psychiatrist.
Look at it. Yo, he's getting worked up. He's getting worked up. See, every time I bring Tiffany up, old Matty Boone gets worked up over there. I can tell. I
feel like a little kid that's like, ooh, you got a girlfriend or something. Like, I don't know how to play into this. I don't know how to blow it off. But either way I go, you're like, listen, he doesn't want to talk about it. He's blowing it off. And then if I get an answer going, listen to how excited he is. He's all worked up about it. Like, I can't win either way I go. So, fuck you and eat a dick.
He's mad. Listen to him. He's pissed off, dude. See, that Tiffany's... Yeah.
He didn't care a minute ago. Now he cares too much. I can't win. He's fucking...
The fuck out of it. Every time I bring up Tiffany, you go off on a fucking mad tangent, dude. You get angry. Right, you get angry, man.
What's that bitch's name again? Jen? What was her name?
Here we go.
What's her name?
Jenna.
Oh, man. Jenna. She stopped by this weekend right after Tiffany called, as a matter of fact. My God, did we have a good time.
Is that right, dude?
Listen to him laughing. He's getting all worked up over Jenna. It's all right, dude.
He turns it around on me.
He turns it. Oh, jeez. Yeah, right. All right. Motherfucker, how you like it?
Alright. It's a touchy subject, man. It gets you all worked up. Alright, Jewel...
That's what you call killing 10 minutes on a fucking hour number 2 where we have nothing scheduled. That's how it starts, children.
The Rock is something you're not undisputed champion, so shut up, bitch!
you're overplaying the same one. You got like 80,000 fucking drops, and you keep playing the same 5.
Well, what you want me to play?
Do we got some Twinkie tits on there? Don't we have one of those?
We got there's not. I mean, we need to add to this, man.
Why don't we get a little old school? Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that, but we don't, we've got, I mean, it almost seems like some of these were, removed, you know, like new ones were added. I wish we could add more, like we need it bigger, you know, extend it the entire screen, and then we could have, a ton of them. We need to get the Crickets one louder, and, I mean, he's added a couple, but there's some missing from before.
Would you please shut the hell up?
And then we've got themes on the bottom. Like we've got the UFC theme was added. What?
One we got to get. I don't know why. It just popped in my head. I thought it'd be funny to drop it on people if they're getting on your nerves or something. But you ever seen the movie Dumb and Dumber with Jim Carrey in it? He's in the. They pick up a hitchhiker and he says, "You want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?" And then he just starts going. You gotta get that clip.
What is it?
Start fucking dropping it on callers who go too long and shit. They start playing that screechy noise in their face.
All right, let's
You'd have to know the reference.
Let's get through rapid fire real quick, dude. God, we only have 7 minutes to go. It's crazy. All right, Julie Greenway, question: how are a Texas tornado and a Tennessee divorce the same? The answer: because somebody's gonna lose the trailer. How are a Texas tornado and a Tennessee divorce the same? Because somebody's going to lose a trailer. All right, yeah, because a lot of people live in trailers.
It's not that funny.
All right. Anthony Remy, Ryan, I am on 4G and PC is without internet, so I can't listen to WZR. You really need to go live on YouTube or get a WZR radio app. I got to talk to Daniel about the YouTube thing, man. And hopefully sooner than later we can go over to YouTube. Jake Stott, how do you throw a party in outer space? You plan it. I like that. That's good. That's good. That's good. That is good. All right, Jason McGee. Oh, Jesus. Here we go. Jason McGee. Listen, this was submitted 47 minutes ago. Jason McGee, how is my Tiffany the Tits doing and my favorite sex position?
I was seeing all the fucking references in the chat earlier too. I was like, when's he gonna bring it up?
Yeah.
Because you don't have a fucking sex life that I can make fun of. So
oh shit, dude! Oh, he takes a low blow, man. He takes a low blow. All right,
dude. This is like all right, you're bringing up my fucking girlfriend from fucking.
Because I know it works. Yo, listen, I know it works you up. Wait a minute, see, yo, I know it works you up. When I bring her name up, you don't like it. You can admit you don't like it when I bring her name up because back in the day between you and Tiffany there was some tension, man, and it didn't end very good. And honestly, I really shouldn't bring it up because I know it is kind of a touchy subject. But when I do bring it up,
if we're being honest right now, because no matter how I answer, you're gonna do listen to him.
No, go ahead.
You bring it up specifically to get me going, and if I don't get going, you'll act like I'm blowing it off. And you're like, no matter what, you're gonna like get a little listen to him. Because it's been 4 weeks in a row. What am I supposed to? It's been almost a year since I've dated the bitch. What kind of reaction do you want from me 4 weeks in a row?
No, it wasn't. Wait a minute.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to say.
Wait a minute. It wasn't 4 weeks in a row. We brought it up one time last week because I said, where's... What are you talking about? I said, where's Tiffany been? And then I played the theme music. It was about 3 weeks ago.
Theme song and shit.
It was
a couple weeks in a row.
And that's when it started. It's been about 2 weeks, right? Last week and then the week before. The week before I played the theme song, right? And then last week I brought it up again, and then this is the third week that I brought it up this week, right? That's how it started because I played the.
But what response have you gotten out of me in any of these weeks? You know what I'm doing right now? Me asking why are we even talking about it?
No.
The
first week. The first week. No, because Jason McGee in the rapid fire he asked a question about it. He says, "How's my Tiffany the Tits doing?" So it came back up. But I'm saying it came up because people I had the theme and I played the theme. And then the first week you said it's kind of a touchy subject with you and you didn't really want to get into it. And I said, all right. And then last week I brought it up again and I was just fucking with you. And then this week, I don't know why it just came up a little bit ago, but it came up and that's where it went. You know what I'm saying? So it's been like a 3-week thing.
But I did the number one wrestling mistake, which is I made a girl that I knew personally part of my professional business life.
Yeah.
So all the fans got to know her. We made her a character on the show, and now It's my own fault. I did it
Right.
myself.
All right,
so
Glenn.
I'll deal with it.
Glenn comes back. Ryan, does your obligation to reporting rumors and spoilers all the time ever ruin the show for you? Like ruin the surprise? It does all the time, man. Because I've got to report the stuff, spoilers and things like that, So it does take the surprise out of it for me. But what are you gonna do? It's part of the job. Comes with the territory.
We're in the chat room. Has Ryan done Tiffany? Ryan should do Tiffany. Ryan couldn't get Tiffany if his life depended on it.
Ryan, oh my God, Ryan wouldn't want Tiffany, dude. Tiffany's an ugly-looking bitch, bro. She's nasty. She's not even that hot. She's not even that hot. Yo, she's not even. Damn it. She's not even that hot. Yo, Tiffany ain't even that hot, bro. She's kind of ugly. She's kind of ugly.
Ric Flair say to the fans in the Impact Zone once, he's like, "Son, I'll take your mother home and make her say Mickey Mouse. Shut up." You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do that with Jenna. I'm gonna make her say fucking.
Oh my God. Listen, Tiffany.
What can I make her say? Give me something in the chat room I can make her squeal, and I'll record it and we'll use it as a sound drop too.
Sucking on my titties. Sucking on my titties like you wanted me, calling me. Sucking on my titties all the time, all the time. Sucking on my titties like you wanted me, calling me. Sucking on my titties all the time, all the time. Sucking on my titties like you wanted me, calling me.
Fucking ugly bitch. Get out of here with that ugly bitch.
She has
Alright,
got some great tits, by the way, but speaking of tits, when's the last time you seen a set of tits that you didn't have to end with .jpg and then upload it to your server?
Oh, that's the good one. That's the good. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've seen any tits, dude. I gotta get myself out there and fucking start. Or I come down to Florida.
I'll get your number.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, buddy. Alright, Christopher Brown, has there been any news on turning Teddy Long heel and removing Booker as the SmackDown general manager? Yeah, there are talks to turn Teddy heel in the coming weeks. It's going to be a slow process. Alicia loves wrestling Perry. The FedEx truck keeps pointing at me. It's all your fault. Haha. Have a great show. Go Army and PWSforums.com. It's awesome, man. The Arrow. Every time I see the FedEx truck, I see the same thing ever since.
The Arrow? I haven't seen it since you brought that up, but I wonder if my eyes will attract right to it next time I see one. I'm expecting a FedEx this week, actually.
Alex Renskowski, did you hear that Shane Carwin retired? No, I have not heard that. Did he retire?
I didn't hear that one either. It makes sense. I mean, he's been falling apart physically, and he's up there in the age and everything, so it makes sense.
Tyler Padia, update on Shad Gaspard, and can TNA be saved if there is a strong promoting force booker like Paul Heyman? I mean, TNA's been pretty goddamn good in recent months, man. People need to start giving that a chance. I mean, be honest with you, Impact is much better than Raw these days. I mean, you watch Raw and you see corniness up and down. Impact is more for adult fans, to be honest with you, for older people, because they're not so PG and they don't have like a John Cena coming out cutting corny promos. Of course, they've got their corny stuff too, but Impact's been a lot better than Raw in recent months. And Shad Gaspard, it's been a couple of weeks since I've talked to him, but the last I knew, he's going through some rough times. He's going to be going back on the indie scene. I don't want to get into it, but there are some issues with his marriage and everything else, and it's not really a good time for him. Vincent Nugent, Ryan and Matt, what do you guys think of Sting challenging Bully Ray for the TNA World Heavyweight title at Slammiversary? Should be an awesome match, man. Bully Ray is one of the top guys in TNA. I think he's one of the best. He's probably the best promo cutter in the entire business, in my opinion.
He's goddamn good. And I just watched that new Barbed Wire City, is it called? Whatever the fuck, documentary about ECW. And
yeah.
It just reminded me what a fucking badass Bubba Dudley was in ECW. That motherfucker was fearless with the fans and shit. But like you said, he's one of the best promo men in the business right now.
Yes.
The only sad thing is the question about, like, what do we think of Sting challenging for the title? Is the perception, somebody else brought this up, so I'm not going to take credit for this thought process, but I agree with it completely. I don't even remember what I heard, so I can't even give credit to it. But they were like, the thought process, the perception to non-regular fans of TNA when they see Bully Ray as their champion, okay, cool, he's their champion. But the top contender is Sting, this fucking 50-year-old guy from way back in the 80s. Like, that's the number one contender. So it just makes it look like a small fucking shit league, you know what I mean? Like, that's their biggest challenger for the title is old ass Sting.
Jimmy Waverly, I'm at SmackDown and it's going pretty good. I shall say, yeah, we've got SmackDown spoilers. We're going to put them up on the website as soon as we go off the air here tonight. They are in Virginia, I believe, somewhere in Virginia. Yeah, I believe they were in Roanoke, I think, last night.
No, they were already there. Yeah.
Were they? Or Richmond, or one of the two. Jose Espinoza, will Teddy Hart ever be in WWE again? No, I mean, Teddy Hart's got major ego issues. Never say never in pro wrestling, but he's got major ego issues, and he's been known to go off script in matches. That shit doesn't fly in WWE, and there it is. Vincent Nugent, here's a joke for you guys. Question, what do you get when you cross a dog with a telephone? Answer, a golden receiver. What do you get when you cross a dog with a telephone? A golden receiver. That's stupid, dude.
No.
Ryan,
yeah,
that's not a good one. Ryan Ennis, thoughts on Davey Richards and Paul London? Yeah, that was a crazy spot. We put the video up on the website. Davey Richards came off the top rope and basically, tried to do like a head stomp on Paul London. The latest update on Paul London is he's got a concussion and is going to be coming back to Ring of Honor at a later date. The date is unannounced as of right now, but he will be back in ROH. So pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. All right, we have got to get out of here. SmackDown spoilers are going up on the main websites right now. We've already got them, and just going to type them up, put them on the websites, ready to go. That'll do it, man. I will see you next Tuesday night, Boone. Hopefully, I'll talk to you throughout the week. Yes.
Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe. We'll see, he says. All right, dude.
I got to take a break from banging Jenna's brains out every 5 minutes.
Oh! There it is. This cocksucker. For Matt Boone. And this is Ryan Clark.
Hey, that's him.
With a parting note for Matt Boone saying, see you next Tuesday night, 8 to 10 Eastern Time on WZROnline.com.